Hello, Kat Miller here. Let's talk about how to keep showing up in your business when things don't go as planned. I want to talk about how to handle disappointment because if you've been in business for a while, you've probably experienced some form of disappointment or things not going as you planned or as you hoped. You put in a whole heap of effort and you feel like you didn't get the result that you wanted, and you feel disappointed, you feel down, you feel flat, you're not sure how to kind of pick yourself back up again after that. So if you're feeling this, you're not alone because this happens to all of us. And I decided to talk about this because I've been having quite a few conversations recently with my friends and my clients about this. So I want to start by asking you, how is your relationship with your business at the moment? If you think of your business right now, how do you feel? 1, meaning you feel really, really bad, and 10, you're feeling amazing. You don't have to share it, but just give yourself a number right now. When you think of your business, how do you feel? If you're not feeling 10 out of 10 about your business right now, chances are there's been some things that haven't been working out as you hoped, or things that have been disappointing you, or things just taking too long, things taking longer than you wanted. You're just not where you want to be. Or maybe you ran an event where not many people registered, or no one showed up, or you launched a lead magnet or a new offer and it didn't work as you hoped. Anything where you feel disappointed in your business, where you've put in that effort and you're not getting the results you want. There are a lot of different ways this shows up in business. It can manifest in lots of different ways. The way that I see it manifests a lot in business owners is an on-off mentality, where you get really excited and you go really hard, maybe because you've launched something new and you've put it out in the world, and maybe you put so much pressure on yourself or on that one thing that you almost burned out, and you either stopped or you pulled back for a few weeks or even a few months, and you lost your momentum and you're not feeling inspired to keep going. So how do we bounce back? How do we get motivated again to keep going? Here are 3 ways to keep showing up in your business when things don't go as planned. Number 1, think like a great leader. Think like a great leader. We are so quick to criticize what went wrong, and we can slip into blame mode. We can blame ourselves. We can blame other people. We can blame the economy. We can blame the algorithm, tech. But blaming doesn't grow us, right? It doesn't get us the result that we want. It keeps us in victim mode. And so resilience is about getting up quickly, So I always say to my clients, celebrate the good, then look at what to change. So we start with celebration. Celebrate all the many, many things that are good in your business right now, in your world right now. Like, celebrate every little tiny step that you've taken forward, because chances are if you're feeling down, you're probably focusing on what's not good, what's missing, what's wrong, and focusing on the lack. So first of all, we need to celebrate the good. Celebrate every single step that you took, every ounce of effort that you put in. Pat yourself on the back for that. That is awesome. That is nothing to be just like, oh, it's not good enough. That is nothing to be, what's the word? It's important that you take the time to really honor yourself and how much effort you put in, because if we don't do that, then next time you go to do it, your body will remember, like, oh, that's right, last time I did this, I put in all this work, and then I just didn't even stop and enjoy the progress or the way that I've grown or everything I've learned. So celebrate the good. And then as a leader, as the leader of your business, take charge. The hardest truth that I learned about this, but the most empowering truth, is that when something doesn't work, there's always something I can do to change it. There's always something that I can change. And it's my job as the leader of my business to figure it out. It's not the algorithm's job. It's not my audience's job. It's not even my coach's job, although your coach should help you. Your mentor should always be helping you work through the process. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Can I get the mute in time? I did. Excuse me. So it's my job. It's my job to fix it. If you're not taking full responsibility, you're going to struggle. My word for this year is leadership. And at the start of the year, I wrote a list of the traits of great leaders. And this is something I want to get better at for the rest of my life, is being a great leader. But some of the things I wrote down were leaders ask hard questions. Leaders are honest with themselves. I'm talking about great leaders here. We all know that there's leaders that aren't great, but I'm talking about great leaders. Leaders endure the hardships. Leaders are willing to show up no matter how they feel. Leaders celebrate success and honor effort. Leaders take high-level responsibility. This is the harder way, and that's why so few people do it. So few people are willing to be great leaders. But if you're the type of person who keeps going until she finds the way, you'll find the way. You will make it work. You will crack it. You will make it happen. So just remember, it's not the economy. Excuse me, I think I'm going to sneeze again. You know, when it's just kind of there and it's not coming. It's not the economy. It's not the saturation online. It's not that there are too many coaches. There's absolutely not too many coaches. There's literally one coach for like hundreds of thousands of people in the world at the moment. None of those external things matter if you are showing up providing more value than you're charging. Think about that. Are you providing more value than you're charging? And are you communicating that? Are you able to consistently communicate that? Because that's a skill set which anybody can learn. These are all skills which are learnable. So don't allow that space for victim mentality. This is the foundation of your success and growth, is leadership. Otherwise, you'll just feel resentment for all the hard work, and you'll just feel like you'll feel powerless. So we got to take our power back. If you're not willing to be in the journey for all the highs and lows that happen in your business, then entrepreneurship maybe isn't for you, because entrepreneurship is a journey that's going to have disappointments, and it's going to have things that fail on the way to success. They say that successful people are the people who are willing to fail the most. So if you're not willing to fail and then take on the full responsibility of correcting that and learning from that, then your journey is going to be really tough and really disappointing. So it always comes back to us. Now, I've leaped in. I just want to say, if you're here live, I would love to hear from you. So please do write in the comments if you're here live. I always love seeing those of you who are here live. I can see some of you here. Unfortunately, I can't see your names. I'm away at the moment. I'm in Shoal Bay, just having a little getaway. And someone said, why are you working when you're away? And I said, because I love it. Because I love sharing. I love showing up and sharing. Why would I not do that? Of course I have different types of holidays where I don't, show up in my business, but I love it. So yeah, I think it would be weird for me to not show up and not talk to you when I can. Not saying that every single holiday you go on, you should be doing it, but I think when you love what you do and where you want to keep that momentum and consistency, because it's actually easier for me, it's actually easier to keep the momentum going than kind of have this start-stop thing. For me, that is actually harder. So yeah, just an aside, if you are doing what you love in your business, you don't feel, oh my gosh, I need a holiday. I'm so burnt out. This is so stressful. I've set up my life so I don't need to escape from it. I will have different things in different seasons, but when you set yourself up that you are doing the things that you enjoy, and you're talking about the things that you enjoy, then you don't want to escape from that. So it always comes back to us. We can't afford to get stuck in victim mode. And this is good news. This is good news. It means that we can do something about it. It means we can switch on. We can get determined. We can pick ourselves back up, because we didn't get into business to feel miserable, right? And trapped. We got in to have freedom and fun and fulfillment and all of those good things. And we can choose at any moment how we feel. because our feelings always start with what we're thinking about. And so as a leader, as a great leader, we say, I'll find a way, I'll make a way. Everything is up to me. And that's super empowering. That is taking your power back. A leader doesn't try to avoid the hard stuff. A leader doesn't try to, escape the pain. They go through it. They say, I want to do all this so that I can grow from it. They think, I will keep going until I get there. We don't think, I want to get to a point where everything's fun and comfortable and easy. Like I love what I do, but it's not always easy or comfortable. And we don't want to avoid all the hard things. The more hard things we do, even, there's a difference between loving your business in its entirety. It's like saying, oh, I love this person, but only if they're perfect. Like we love people when they're amazing and when they have their hard days and when they, through all their flaws, we still love them. So you can love your business without saying it has to be this certain perfect way or I'm not going to show up for it anymore. So who do you need to be as an entrepreneur? A great leader. That is growth. You learn from the challenges. You learn from the lows, you learn from the highs. You don't want to avoid the challenges because the challenges is how you win. You can't conquer something if there's no battle. How do you conquer something and overcome something if you don't put yourself into that driver's seat? And putting that pressure on yourself, like it needs to be successful. It needs to work out. It's not implying that there's room for growth, because why does it need to work out every single time? Why does it need to be comfortable and easy and successful every single time? That's what everyone else is searching for, is easy and comfortable. It doesn't grow who you are as a person, as a leader, as a successful business owner. So that's number one. Think like a great leader. Number two is reframe fast. Reframe fast. If you've had a disappointment, like a launch or event or something not giving you the results that you want, we need to reframe it. We need to reframe it quickly, because otherwise like attracts like, and you'll attract more of that feeling. Not everything has to work the first time or even the 5th time or the 10th time. So we need to reframe it very quickly and not make it mean something about us. So here's an example of reframing fast. I've worked with a few of these clients that I'm referring to for a number of years, and they have got really good at reframing fast. Here's a conversation I had with a client recently who ran an event. She's run a few events now. And we have a worksheet that you fill out after an event, and we look at what's gone well and what needs improvement. And she said, I'm just sharing a little bit of what she said. She said, I felt disappointed as this was the first time I didn't fill all my spaces. However, my first port of call was to criticize my presentation. Thankfully, this was only a thought for a second. I couldn't fault my work. I loved this feeling. I feel like I've got the basis now of what I'm presenting. I was in my authority and I could respond and guide where needed. The content was succinct. It gave participants great insight. Presenting for me was different this time. I love presenting. In the past, I hated selling, but this time sales felt easy to me, and I know what I need to do differently next time. Reframed fast. How good is that? I loved reading that. Here's another conversation I had with another client who ran 2 events recently and was able to reframe fast. So she hadn't run events for a while, and she'd had quite a break doing other things in her business for other reasons. And I think because she'd had some success in the past with events, and this one wasn't as good in terms of actual results and numbers, she had higher expectations. When you do your first one, I think sometimes or even, your first few, sometimes your expectations can be a bit lower. But with this one, she was able to really reframe it quickly, and she needed to, because she went into it thinking, oh, this is going to be great, So she messaged me, first event is done. Only one person came but left. Actually, one other person I didn't know popped in for less than a minute and left straight away. Probably saw only one other person there and freaked out. I just treated it like a practice run. It was really helpful. And I'm now journaling to process it. How cool is that? I replied with, well done. I'm so proud of you. Great mindset. It's all about the meaning we give it. This will be a story you will tell. You've created an incredibly valuable asset. It's going to make you a lot of money and help a lot of people. We will keep tweaking and refining until it gets you the results you want. Then after her second event, I asked her how it went, and she said 4 people came, 1 left halfway, feeling a bit disappointed at the turnout, but listen to this reframe. She's so awesome. I'll just get your input on improving going forward. No one showed interest in my program, but I sold with such conviction, thinking, man, my program is amazing. I could hear the passion and conviction in my voice. I gave away 2 prizes of sessions with me, and I'll connect with everyone else who came too. It's only a matter of time. I'm learning that none of this is a big deal. Lots of cool emojis. Who even cares? Tomorrow's another day. Already excited to do my next one. How cool is that? I just loved reading those reframes. These are really awesome, mature women who take leadership in their business. So that's number 2, reframe fast. Number 3 is mine for the gold. Mine for the gold. There are so many factors to get right for something to work. You can't throw a whole strategy away because it doesn't work straight away. I've had people say to me things like, I tried an event, it just didn't work. Or I tried Facebook ads don't work, and they've just left it at that and thrown the whole thing away. The problem was not the strategy. The problem was they didn't mine for the gold, because it's lots and lots of iterations that make up and create success. And so if we leave too early, then we don't, carry on and pick up what we need to know to make it work. So putting all that pressure for something to work straight away, it's just not helpful. When I first started running events, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I didn't have a strategy. I didn't understand sales or marketing or tech. I had no idea. I just showed up and shared my knowledge, and there was no way I could have expected to get all these clients straight away. But every time I ran an event, I tweaked it, I improved it, I got more confident until eventually it became a reliable strategy. So the sooner that we get the gold and we take the learnings from a challenge, the sooner we move on. So if you do an event that flops, even though you worked your butt off, you need to figure out what the problems were and how to fix them. That's your job. So was it the messaging? Was it the design? Was it the way you presented? Was it the offer? How many posts did you do? What was the quality of the marketing posts? And so this worksheet that my clients and I go through, it helps you think through like what went well, what specifically out of the whole pipeline of that project, how do we plug the gaps? And so we always celebrate first just for doing it, and then we analyze the output, and we just take the emotions out. It's like, did I do this? Did I do this? How well did I do it? And then we make those changes for next time. So, one of the biggest things that I notice for business owners, the biggest challenges they face is not knowing what to do next, or not knowing what to fix if something's not working. And it can be so frustrating, right? And disappointing to do something over and over and over and for it to not work and you don't know why. And this is a big part of how I help my clients, where we identify exactly where the problem is and what to do about it. So there's no excuses, there's no blame, there's no shame, there's no judgment, no criticism. We just don't have time for that, let's just move on. Just here's what I can do better next time. And we just do it. So we just essentially ask some hard questions. We dig to find out, was there a very clear, compelling reason for people to show up to your event, for example? How can I make it almost impossible for the right person to not show up next time? Did I do enough quality marketing? Did I effectively articulate the clear pain points that I can solve, the specific benefits? Did I get in front of the right people? Did I clearly show what makes me different? Is my solution truly a no-brainer for the right people? So if you've got questions that guide you to how to fix it, then you're not just kind of left stuck wondering. So that's number 3 is, oops, let me just come back to refresh. Number 1 is think like a great leader. Number 2, reframe fast. And number 3, mine for the gold. If you'd like to know how I can help you to advance your business, if you're not sure where you're stuck, if you're not sure what problem, like how to fix the problems, you might not even know where it's broken and what to do about it, then I offer a free clarity call to see if we're the right fit to work together. We would jump on a call and I would just ask you a series of questions to get some clarity on whether I can help you fix those issues and get moving, move forward, and start getting clients and making the money that you deserve and having the impact that you are here on the planet to make. So this call is specifically for experienced women coaches who want to get more ideal clients. So if you would like to have that call, just comment below clarity, write the word clarity, or message me with the word clarity, and I'll reach out to you and we'll arrange a call. I hope you got value from this. Keep showing up in your business, even when things aren't working out as planned, because the world is waiting for your words. Big love, my friend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.